thinking you're gonna go have plastic surgery on a Groupon.
Exactly.
Like you,
The
ain't no
Botox
plastic
parties.
surgery on sale.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if it's on sale, 9 times out of 10, you're not supposed to get it from the person that's having a sale on liposuction. Don't.
Confessing that although I love my family, most of the time I don't like my family. Everyone in my family.
Take a breath.
Everybody. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, it wouldn't be my friends.
But you can't be thinking you're going to go have plastic surgery on a group. Exactly. Like you ain't no plastic surgery on sale. Exactly. Like that's not going to happen. And if it's on sale, 9 times out of 10, you're not supposed to get it from the person that's having a sale or liposuction. Don't do that. Heavy don't me. No. I'm confessing that although I love my family, most of the time I don't like my family. Everyone in my family. Take a breath. Everybody. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends. Y'all, it's getting downright ugly in the Braxton family. And this time, Tamar took her to a new level nobody saw coming. What started as a few shady jabs on her show has officially turned into a public humiliation campaign. Tamar Braxton just went live and dragged her own sister, Toni Braxton, claiming Birdman dumped her because of a botched BBL that allegedly stings. Yo, what did Tamar say? Well, for weeks, Tamar has been taking a subtle shots at Toni, mocking her relationship, her looks, even hinting that Birdman has been distancing himself from Toni for personal reasons. But when she dropped these BBL bombs, everything changed. She didn't just accuse Toni of secretly getting work done. She claimed the surgery went so wrong that Birdman couldn't take it no more. And now social media is on fire trying to figure out what really went down behind the scenes of this marriage. And Toni, of course, isn't letting that slide. Sources say that she's furious and ready to clap back. And if what's brewing between these two sisters keeps escalating, this might turn into one of the messiest and most personal celebrity family feuds we've ever seen. So, let's break it down. Y'all, it's the Braxton family values. Or is it the Braxton family blues? Because the Braxtons are not kidding when they said that they were bringing a drama this season. The Kardashians might want to sit back and take some notes because things have been nothing short of chaotic this season. And just when we thought that the season was hitting its climax, Tamar started more drama when she's claimed that Toni had secretly gotten a BBL. Not BBL Toni. BBL Toni. Well, now getting plastic surgery in Hollywood isn't exactly breaking news. But what had us all gagged was when she claimed that Toni's BBL was so bad that it allegedly stank. And it stank so badly that Toni's then husband Birdman almost divorced her over it. Now, like many celebs in Hollywood, Toni has denied getting work done on her body. She said, "Whom do you think I am? Don't you know that it's my booty? Lasting by." Oh, she gave us the usual story about how she only got a nose job because she hated her nose and wanted it to make it look slimmer. She also admitted to getting a boob job. In an interview, she said, "For a girl who just scored a record deal with 2 of the biggest names in the business, I actually felt very lonely. I'd been wanting to change my nose for years. I wanted it to be less broad, but because of the conservative ideas I was raised with, I struggled with the thought of altering my body. And of course, I later got my boobies done. I'd always been shaped like a gymnast, size double a breast and thunder thighs. In fact, I wish I would have had lipo on my inner thighs. I've always hated them. So, let Toni tell it the boob job and the nose job were the only things that she's gotten done. But a whole lot of people don't really buy it. Multiple fans will call BS on it, pointing out that she had probably gotten at least liposuction as well as a BBL. And when you take a look at this side by side of her old self in a recent picture that went viral a couple of days ago, it's definitely giving lipo and BBL. Y'all, she was in great shape in these throwback pictures. Talk about nine's fine. But it's easy to tell how different she looks now. Her waist is super snatched, and her hips are noticeably larger, which caused fans to speculate that she was lying about getting plastic surgery. But like I said, she wouldn't be the first celeb to deny getting work done. And y'all already know how addictive cosmetic surgery can be. Once you start, it's pretty hard to stop. But we all thought the drama was going to end there. But what we had never seen coming was Tamar coming out the woodworks to confirm the rumors. According to reports, Tamar has been going around telling people about Toni's secret BBL and how she's been trying to pass it off as her body as being natural when it's really not. If you're wondering why Tamar would do this to her own sister, it probably has a little something to do with the fact that Tamara and Toni aren't exactly on great terms at the moment. And they've been going at it for a hot minute now. But before Tamara could even start recording the episode, Toni's team reportedly sent her a cease and desist, shutting everything down before it even got off the ground. But here's what Tamar had to say about it. If anybody tries to say the other sisters turned on Tamar to protect the family, that's not what happened at all. It seems Trina and Towanda quickly spoke up and said they had no clue Tamar even got hit with the cease and desist, which makes it pretty clear that Toni handled the whole thing on her own. A There and Now fans are left wondering why Toni seems so determined to stop Ashley from speaking up and what really went down. The internet is completely divided, and some people think Toni's just being petty because of her ongoing tension with Tamar, while others believe she's trying to protect a man who's allegedly as aid Ashley. Either way, her move pushed Tamar over the edge, and she vowed to get her lick back against Toni, which brought us to the BBL allegations. Now, you think that Tamar would just stop trying to expose Toni's BBL, right? For sisterhood's sake. Well, if you thought that, you don't really know Tamar because she is as petty and dramatic as they come. So, of course, she didn't stop at just confirming a tea about Toni's BBL. Instead, she took it a step further and claimed that Toni's BBO allegedly stared so bad that her husband Birdman allegedly tried to divorce her over it. Y'all, Tamar seems determined to humiliate her sister all the way. And we have to wonder what is really going on behind the scenes, 'cause this is some nasty drama. Y'all remember how Toni supposedly filed for divorce from Birdman after only 2 days of marriage, right? Well, according to reports, Toni allegedly separated from Birdman just 2 days after the wedding. Then less than a month later, she pulled the plug completely, filing for divorce and claiming that the marriage was irretrievably broken with 0 chance of fixing things. When we first found out about this, it was kind of shocking because this wasn't Toni and Birdman's first time being a couple. Y'all remember when Birdman and Toni officially ended things back in 2019, right? But what happened after their split was left a whole lot of people raising her eyebrows. Birdman claims that by 2023, Toni began making moves to reconnect with him. She allegedly started sending him flirty messages, dropping subtle hints, and making it very clear that she wanted another chance to spin the block with the Birdman. What happened to that boy? And according to Birdman, her actions made it feel like the breakup had never even happened, and that she was just determined to get back into his life. Now, at first, Birdman said he was not interested because he had already said it and moved on and was focused on his own life. Despite that, Toni reportedly did not give up. She continued to reach out, showing up and reminding him of what he once had. And over time, those old feelings Birdman thought he had left behind began to resurface. Eventually, the persistence paid off, and they found themselves rekindling the relationship, picking up where they had left off years earlier. They dated for roughly a year before finally getting married on August 8, 2024. But things took a shocking turn when Toni suddenly filed for divorce. Now, at the time, we didn't have all the tea and just kind of assumed that she was after Birdman's money since she had been having some financial struggles of her own. It also didn't help that there were rumors that she allegedly tried to walk away from Bourbon with a $160 million divorce payout after being married to him for less than a month. And when I say fans were completely shook over her $160 million request, I'm not even exaggerating. The reaction online was wild, with people debating whether the amount was justified or completely over the top. Even 50C jumped into the conversation, calling her out directly on Instagram when he wrote, "The watch women are going to say, well, if you suck deep for 16 years, you would want to be paid for it too." Well, at the time, she got dragged for being a gold digger. But with what we know now about Mr. Suburban supposedly planning to leave because of her stank booty, it kind of looks like she was upset and lashed out. If it's at all true, she probably lashed out with the insane dollar amount because of how embarrassing it was. But as soon as she calmed down, she called off the divorce. And an insider also kind of confirmed it, saying that she allegedly filed because she knew that Birdman was planning to file himself. So, she acted quickly because she wanted to make it look like it was her choice to leave, and not his, because she didn't want people to know that he left her. She probably didn't want to be embarrassed because, well, being married for 2 days is not exactly a flex. But luckily, she called up the divorce, and they worked on their relationship, and we just got to assume that she got some medical help, and that her booty stinking problem might be gone. Fresh as a daisy now. We probably wouldn't have known all this if she and Tamar hadn't even gotten into that messy fight. But hold up, wait a M.